Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Daddy, you're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's section of Business Shift Summit because today is going to be another amazing day. As you can see on your screen, our own daddy, Africa's #1 sales coach.
In the building, yes.
In the building. Please drop some fire emoji on the chat box. Let's go. Good evening, sir. You're welcome. Good evening, sir. You're welcome. So I'm going to introduce my daddy to you guys if you guys don't know about him. So we have tonight Paul Fo in the house. He is Africa's #1 sales coach. If you don't know him, now you know. He's the CEO of Katalyst Consulting, a sales, recruitment, and software company specialized in sales. He has spoken in the prestigious TEDx conference twice. He's been featured on CNN and other publications. He has also been involved in sales training for sales teams of multinationals and banks, including banks such as GT Bank, Stanbic IBTC, FirstBank, Heritage Bank, name it. He has helped over 30,000 business owners achieve great results in their businesses. With his sales skills, all you have to worry about is where you keep your money once the profit starts pouring in. Ladies and gentlemen, before he's going to be talking to us tonight on how to position your business for global dominion. Please put your hands together, drop a fire emoji, and help me welcome our father, Paul Fo, to the building. Yay!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? How you doing today? It's a new day. It's a fresh day. I hope you're up, shaking, and baking. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Is the audio better now?
Yes, much better. Much better.
Fantastic. Chijams, thank you so much, man. I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity. Chijam is my child, is my son, so my wife calls him my fourth child. Yes. So guys, you're going to learn a lot of things tonight on how do you position yourself for global domination in the world. The world is very small now. Very, very, very small. We are living in the best of times. Don't allow the challenges of Nigeria or Africa that you see, don't let it affect you. We are living in the best of times and in the worst of times as well. But we're not going to focus on the negatives of the world. We're going to focus on what is working and what you and I can do with where we are to get exactly what we want. Peter Drucker said that the 21st century will be the era of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexities, and tremendous competition. Things are going to change really, really fast. Things are already changing really, really fast. So to dominate in this era, I think the first thing that you and I will need to have absolute clarity on is exactly what do we want. Because you can't dominate in the whole world. I think the first place is your niche. Where do you want to be known? For me, sales. It's sales. I am obsessed with the subject. In fact, I'm speaking in Dubai next month for a client of mine. They've already bought my ticket. Visa secured. Because of this subject, this obsession with this subject matter of sales and persuasion and influence. So what is yours? You find out. Where do you want to dominate at? Pick a niche. Because you don't have all the time, all the resources, and all the money to begin to do everything. So pick one thing that you want to absolutely master. You want to absolutely crush. You want to absolutely understand. And it takes discipline and focus. You know, a lot of people of your generation is the problem. You know, just you people way older than you. I'm in my 40s. So, but I don't think that way. The first place first is to know which area do I want to dominate at. For example, food, fashion, financial services, DeFi, cryptocurrency, whatever it is that it is for you, you pick one. Number two, you begin to feed yourself, because your earning in life to a very large extent is connected to your learning. I'll say it again. Your earning to a very large, I mean, sometimes some people earn without learning, but it's not sustainable. But your earning, what you earn, that means money that comes to you, is in direct proportion with the depth of your knowledge and the width of your knowledge. So you've identified what you want. Next, get obsessed with that thing in terms of your learning. You see the books say, I read them all. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the ones that are in the iPad. I read them all a lot. Your earning, what you earn, has a direct impact on what you learn. All right? So how do you begin to feed that? So you must have a growth mindset if you want to dominate in your field. What is a growth mindset? There is a growth mindset and there's a fixed mindset. For example, now, you know that Chijams is in the UK, is going to school in the UK. A fixed mindset person will look at him and say, that's because he's a first class student. That's because he knows book. Or they'll come up with another story in their head. That's because he knows somebody. You know, any story you tell yourself, you tend to believe it. You tend to believe it. That's a fixed mindset. But a growth mindset is the mindset that between where I am and where I want to be, there is a knowledge gap. If I put in the unreasonable work to close the gap in terms of my knowledge, I will eventually get to where I want to go to. That is a growth mindset. The growth mindset believes that there's nothing I want that I cannot accomplish if I put my heart and my soul into it. Yes, I will fail sometimes. Yes, I will be rejected sometimes. Yes, I will make mistakes sometimes, but I will go at it and I will learn everything. I will read everything. I will listen to everything necessary for me to close the gap between where I am and where I truly want to be. So you are clear about what you want, and then you have the growth mindset. I mean, the fact that you are here means that you have a growth mindset, but it needs to make it systematic. For example, some of you read. It's fine, you read, but do you recall what you read? Do you even save all the books you've read this year? Most of the books I've read this year, they are saved in my app here, in an app here called Notion. So in fact, this morning I was just reviewing the notes I took from podcasts, articles, and books I've read this year, and I have started implementing the ones I've implemented before. So you must have a knowledge management system, because we live in a knowledge world. It is the person that knows the most that wins now. He that knows the most and executes the most is the person that is going to win in today's world. So you dominate that way. The third way through which for you to dominate is that people must know you. If they don't know you, what does it mean to reign? What does it mean to dominate? That means people in your industry, people in your field, they know that you are absolutely number one in the industry. Did you get that? So it's important that you make people know that you are absolute number one. So you publish a paper, you write an article, you publish, you have a blog, you have a podcast, you have a YouTube channel, you have a community. If you're a cook, for example, if you're a chef, you have a healthy chef, you have a community of over 5,000 people that you teach every single time in your community. So you build a community. Today's world is community based. It's community based. I did a big sales training for a company, big money, big sales training. The person that introduced me to the company is in my community. So one of the ways for you to grow fast is to have a community and nurture that community. That is another way through which you can dominate. Of course, you need to be patient in it. All right. So you pick a niche, you start to feed your learning, you start to publish. You want to be known as number one. I give an example. If you pick up your phone right now and search for the word sales coach, please, all of you do that now. Go to Google and search for the word sales coach and scroll down and see what comes up, please. I'm waiting. You can type in the comment section to tell me what you saw. Everybody, please do that for me. Use your phone, use your laptop, whatever that you're using, and search sales coach. You can also do that with Instagram. Go to Instagram and in the search bar search sales coach. What pops up, please? Can I know? Can I know? What pops up, please? Hello? Fantastic. Sales coach. Sales coach. Okay, you're seeing Paul Fo. Scroll down. Scroll down. You can do the same thing for Instagram as well. Good. Fantastic. 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 Yeah, sales coach. Sales coach. Sales coach. Sales coach. Search for the word sales coach and see what pops up. What pops out. Okay, a couple of you saw Paul for good. Now, what that is that I'm owning a category. I'm owning a category. Do you understand do you understand that now? I'm building a name on a category. I'm building a name in a category. I'm trying to own a category. That is one way through which you can dominate. So some of you do a job for somebody, all right? So you need to own that category. So A, you are clear about what you want. B, invest in your learning. Be obsessed with it. You want a situation whereby if you are standing with somebody in an international platform on the same industry with you, you want to do whereby when you talk, you are at the same level or even better than that person. Did you get that? You are at the same level or even better than that person. You want to get the certifications that is needed in your industry. For my field, really, I don't need any certification as such. Do you get me? What I need is the number of clients I've done work for. That's my resume. For your field, I don't know what your field is, you that is listening to me. Your field may require that you need some certification, so you go and get it. You go and get that. Got it? So everybody in everybody's field with different ways through which these things work. Did you get that? All right, so you're clear about what you want, you're learning, you're populating the information space about your space, about what you then next you want to collaborate. Collaboration is another way through which you can get global domination. Collaboration is another way through which you can get global domination for your business. Who are you collaborating with? Because if you collaborate with somebody, you are exposing yourself to a new set of people or a new market that have never heard about you before. Have you ever done a Facebook Live with somebody before? Have you ever done Zoom call with somebody else before? Have you done an Instagram Live with somebody else before? Have you spoken on someone else's platform before? Has someone else spoken on your platform before? That is another way through which you can gain global domination. Let's say, for example, now, you email somebody who's an expert in your field that is not even in your country. Maybe you are listening from another country. And you tell the person you want to interview them on a podcast like this, all right? They expose you to their community. You also expose them to your community. That is how these things work. That is how stuff like this work. That is another way through which you can gain global domination for your business. The other way through which you can get global domination for your business is you want to understand how how money works. I'm sure all of you here, I hope you have started making money in dollars and pounds. I hope you have started receiving payments in foreign currency. I hope you have started receiving payments in foreign currency. I hope you have an international passport, an updated international passport. I hope you have an international passport that you can travel. Please answer me. Do you have an international passport, an updated international passport? Please get on the chat box and tell me if you yes or no. Let me hear. Do you have an international passport? Some people are saying no. So a lot of people are saying no. Chijams. The no is plenty. Hey. The no is too plenty. Che. What? What's going on here?
No, we have to do something about it, sir.
No. So you want global domination? You don't have an updated international passport. So if there's an opportunity now, they say, follow the airport now, buy ticket now, and come to Nairobi, to Kenya, to Dubai. You can't move. All of you, I'm giving all of you an assignment. Start your passport processing next week. In fact, let me give you an hack. For those of you who don't have a passport, you go to PiggyVest. Open an account on PiggyVest called International Doings. Open an account. Start a savings on PiggyVest called International Doings. Anybody that wants to pay you for anything now, give them that PiggyVest account. Let the money go there. And start working on it. How can you have global domination and you don't have an international passport? That is unacceptable. That is not going to work. Open a project on PiggyVest called International Doings. All right, so that any money you have, if someone wants to pay you, don't give them your normal GT Bank account, or give them your PiggyVest account. I have a project I'm doing right now, and any money anybody pays me on some of my products, I direct it to that place. If you don't have a US bank account, you must open it as well. I can give Chizam the phone number of the person that helped me do mine. You should have a US bank account. So that you can start making money in dollars and in pounds. You should be wherever you are and being paid in foreign currency, and you must be having the ability to be able to transfer that money to your Nigerian domiciliary account. The world has changed. You can't have global domination without financial movement. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Very, very important. Chizam, can you open the mic up? I like to hear people's voices, and I want to ask one or two questions. What have you learned so far? What will you do different because of what you have heard?
Okay, I'm opening it up right now, sir.
Yeah. So anybody wants to say something?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. My name is Larry.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Actually, I have learned that I should own a category.
Yes, only category.
Niche down in my field and pick a category.
You are so right. Very, very good.
I also learned that it is not only knowing much, it is who executes the most.
Yes.
That will be the big guy.
Yes.
So as much as I learn, I must put in structures, organize how to execute all the things I know.
In fact, my brother, the best way to do is out-execute the competition.
Wow.
Out-execute. Let me give you an example. One day I was scrolling on Instagram and there was a big conference taking place, very big conference, and I wanted to be in that conference because most of my clients I'm looking for are in that conference. So I messaged the owners of the conference. I said, I want to come to this conference. I want to be the MC of the event. You don't need to pay me. They agreed. And I got a lot of leads. That is what we call execution, thoughts to execution, speed. Boom. Don't double guess yourself. Once the idea comes to you, execute fast.
Wow.
Execute fast.
Execute fast.
Some people
Thank
have
you,
that
George.
kind of idea, but they didn't call them. Me, I called. Move fast. Move fast. Somebody else, what have you learned today?
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
My name is Ikama Bubar. So tonight I learned about collaborating with people that probably does the same business as
I can't think about it. I am here collaborating with Chijams. Most of you have never heard me speak before.
I already followed you.
So right now, Chijams has exposed me to you. That is the power of collaboration. Do you see how it works?
Exactly.
That is it. Now think about it now. Now I'm going to speak in a country very soon. I've already started messaging some top people in the country and say, I want to interview you for my podcast. Are you seeing it now?
Yeah.
So when I interview them, they will take picture with Pofo. Abi?
Yes. Exactly.
You must be intentional.
Yeah.
You must be intentional. You see, there's no space for the lazy in this world, though. Hey, if you are lazy, you will suffer. Hey, if you procrastinate, you will suffer.
I don't brother.
Go ahead, my sister.
So basically, I'm just going to write down some list of brands. And I'm just hoping I'll be able to reach out to their people and
Yes.
offer them.
Yes. Let me give you one simple act that you guys can use to help you to be more effective in your day. It's simple, oh. You already know it, but you're not doing it. Oh. Have a simple to-do list every day. Every day. Let me show you my to-do list for today. Very simple thing. If you cannot manage your day, you cannot manage your life. I want to say it again. You didn't hear me. If you can't manage your day, you cannot manage your life. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
If you cannot manage your day, you can
Yes.
look at the things like look at my to-do list for
Yes,
today.
sir.
I've ticked
Yes,
everything.
sir.
If you cannot manage your day one day, there's no way you will manage your life. I have a to-do list every day. I use an app called Tick. I am telling you, some of you didn't achieve your goals this year because you can't even manage yourself. You wake up in the morning, when they ask you where are you going to, you don't know what you are up to. You don't know what's a priority for that day. You just do everything. Your friends call you, follow them. You like anywhere belefis. You don't have a structure for the day. How can you have a structure for your life? Now the year has almost ended. You didn't achieve the goals that you set for yourself. After December 31st, you'll be shouting, my year of fire, my year of thunder, my year of scatter. Where are you scattering to? Hey. Throughout this year, how many books did you read? How many books did you read now? How many podcasts did you listen to?
Damn.
How many ideas did you get from books that you read? Huh? I did a cohort. I made millions of naira. I got the idea from listening to a podcast. I execute immediately. Like this. You get ideas, but you don't execute. You know why? You don't even document your ideas. Some of you don't even have a journal. You don't even have a notebook and a pen. You should always carry a notebook and a pen everywhere you go because ideas can come at any time and you must document them. That's how you dominate globally. This is how you dominate in the international way. The next way for you to dominate is that you must start to package yourself for the international market. Shakespeare said something. He said, assume a virtue and you will become it. This is my study. This is my house. My library with this. I did a sales training for a company in London, a law firm in London. You know what the people tell me? You know what they tell me? Can you hear me?
Tell us, sir.
You know what the people tell me? This is a law firm, a prestigious law firm. You know what the woman say? Your office is so fine. Or you want they tell me? Oibona they tell me, Oibo say, I like your microphone. Now package.
He said a package.
Why? Because the best of the best that I follow online, that's what their package be. So why will I settle for less? Why? Why?
Oh, boss, you wait.
Why? Why will I settle for less? And everything is not even expensive. You just have sense. This flower pot is 2,000 naira. This clock, I bought it in Dubai. Less than 3,000 naira when I went on holiday. I did it. Now bottle be this bottle. Yeah?
Bottle.
Just be creative. Look at I've not even shown people anything like this before. Now let you down. See, I bought coffee. Now the empty coffee container with this is fine. You just have to have taste. Yeah? You see, this one now Malam now sell and give me Malam 1.5 Malam now buy am from.
Oh.
It's just
Oh my God.
most of my books I buy them in second bookshops. I go to Ojo Legba, you know Ojo Legba under the bridge. They sell second books. I like old books. That's where I buy the books from. Just package yourself now. Package yourself now.
Wow.
Package. Some of you should start improving on the way you speak the English language. Improve it. I was the MC of a very prestigious conference during the week. A real estate conference. When they talk, they say I went to school in London. I told someone that no, I went to school in Port Harcourt. Say they lie. You went to school in England. You went to school in America. You just want to be humble. I said I'm not go to school that side though. Now read. And they listen. You package yourself like where you are going to. Some of you young people are too rash. Dress well. Yes, now. Even my car, my wife vest for me one day. She just sell my one old car. She that car when you enter that day. My wife sell that car. She come buy Jeepo. Yes, so she's your vest. She say no, you don't pass this level. Sell the car.
Wow.
And you know what? I am happy that she did it because now when they go meetings, people they take me seriously.
Aha!
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Because we live in a world whereby it is the eye that buys first before the pocket pays.
Exactly.
No, you don't. I don't think you heard me. You want global domination?
Oh yeah.
You want global domination? This is the way now. Package yourself well for the international world. Get ready for it. Because it's coming. It's coming. You know, so those are some of the things that you need to use to package yourself. Next, start speaking international into existence. Speak it because life is spiritual. Me, before I started international speaking engagement, in fact, they've already booked me again for February. Apart from this one that have booked me, another international job has just booked me for February. I used to wake up, I still do it. I be declaring in the name of Jesus. I have international speaking engagements. International doors have opened up unto me. The nations of the earth have opened up unto me. I'm a global star. That words have power. You'll be compelling the opportunities to you. What do you see when you wake up? Now someone that is singing the money. Pounds and dollars in. Hey, aye. They follow people, don't chop their money if you finish. They don't make their money. They follow them. They fight. Say whiskey better pass the video. They fight. I just want to be in they follow them, they dance. They don't make their money go. Chineke. Oh
my God.
I'm telling you. It's time for you to make your family proud. It's time for you to make your mother proud. Global domination should be your next way to take over. Don't think small. It is the same energy you use to think small, to do small things. That's the same energy you use to do big things. Why not just go for the bigger things? Go for the bigger things. Me, I dey owe my passport, I go owe my international, I go declare, say doors are opened up. They don't open now. They are already. Yes, so I'm not buy ticket, now my client buy them. I'm going to speak. Come back. So this is how you dominate. You speak words. You speak words. Yeah, I even wrote it down. Look at it. Let me read something to you in my to-do list for today. One of the things that I wrote down to do today was this: read my goals in the middle of the day. Are you seeing it? Read my goals in the middle of the day. Apart from say call these clients by 2, I wrote it down. Read my goals in the middle of the day. That means in the afternoon I will stop whatever I do. I take a walk around the office. I begin to declare my goals into existence. That is how you dominate. That is how you dominate. That is how you win. So even though I'm here, I say in the middle of the day, read my goals. Call Vivian. My wife is Vivian. Call her to just check on her, just see how you guys are doing at home. Then read my goals. Even if you are not going out tomorrow, have a to-do list. I will wake up, clean my room, say hello to my mother, finish, write it. Be in the discipline of planning yourself. God is a planner. Why can't you plan yourself? Any questions, please?
Wow.
Go and dominate.
Wow.
Go and win. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and all that dwell therein. There is no limit. We are unlimited. If you have a phone and you have the internet, there is no limit to what you can become, unless you don't know what you are doing. Unless you don't know what you are. There are people in Nigeria, they pay them, they are software engineers in Yaba, that they pay $10,000. Do you know that? You don't know where you are. I don't talk finish you. I have another training.
Oh my God.
I have a newsletter. I want all of you to subscribe to the newsletter. It's free. I write sales marketing stuff every single week on it. It's free. I'm not selling anything to you. Just subscribe to it. Put your email there. Boom. You learn something. If you want to buy now my product, fine. The newsletter has the paid version, the free version. Do that with the free version. Just get them free of charge every Sunday. Let me put the link there and just put your email address and that's it. Any questions, please? Any questions, please?
I just dropped the link to your newsletter on the chat box right now.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for this. Is just the raw truth. Anyone that is part of this meeting this night, if there is no fire in your nyash, if there is no fire in that is going to push you to move to the next level, I don't know what you just did in this meeting, because my daddy has broken down the principles for global domination. Like,
yes, sir. There
is nothing else you need. There is absolutely nothing else you need aside what has been said tonight. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. In fact, I am literally challenged. That I was telling you about some things I was planning, but right now the vision has.
Wait, my brother, let me even tell you something. The conference I wait for, the kind of numbers those boys were calling them, billions of naira. You see, who you hang around with determines how far you go. You must go to people that expand your thinking. Yes, they were calling billions, 10 billion, 20 billion, $1 billion. With offices in London, in Lagos. What are you talking about? And they all came from poverty. What are you talking about? Nothing is impossible. Nothing. Any question?
Guys, if you have a question, please raise your hand. I can unmute yourself and ask the question, because right now we have been challenged. Each and every one of you here have all it takes to get yourself to global.
You have all it takes. Godson, your hand is on. Godson, go ahead.
All right, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Like, sir, my mind is blown. The soap you just gave us this night has entered my eye. So, sir,
I like that line. I've never heard that line, but I like it. The soap where you give me don't enter my eye. Woo! I'll use that.
So, sir, quick question. So, I'm into marketing. So I was wondering, first thing first, how can I get access to your paid products? That's the first one. How can I get
Okay.
access to your
Which of
paid
them do you
programs?
want? So I have a newsletter that is paid. It's
Okay.
$60 for the whole year or $5 per month. Anyone, one do you want? Or you can
Okay.
join a webinar that I'm doing on for 12,000 for 5,500. It's called How to Use Content to Make Sales. I make money every day online. Every day.
Okay, sir.
Every day. Yes.
Okay, sir. So that's the first question. Thank you very much. And the other one,
So
sir, don't
just go
tell
for that one. For that one, just go to my
Okay.
Instagram. I click on the link. All those things are there.
All right, sir.
Just click
So,
on
sir,
the link on my Instagram. But go ahead.
all right, sir. I'll do that now. So, sir, the next one. Sir, just recommend any book on sales and marketing for me to read. Let me read what you are reading. Let me start from there.
Okay, let me open my iPad now and recommend one quick book. But there's a popular book that everybody has read, in Nigeria. I don't know if you've seen Sell Like Crazy. Do you know that book?
Yes, by Sabi Subi. I read it, sir.
That's popular, but let me recommend something that's not so popular that's also very, very good. This book I'm about to tell you to read soon. I shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. It's an old book. It was written in the 1940s or 1950s. I like reading old books. The title of the book is called Propaganda. Go and read that book. You will thank me. You will beg me, so
okay.
Edward Bernays.
Edward Bernays. Sir, please spell the Bernays for me, sir.
Edward as in Edward, and Bernays is spelled Barneys. Go and read that book. You will thank me later.
Thank you very much.
See the title of the book is called Propaganda. The book is studying how they use mind, power, and politics to rule America. It's a powerful, dangerous book, and how you can apply that to marketing. The author of the book.
I have a third book to recommend for him.
Okay, go ahead.
Irresistible.
Yes, you should get my book. Thank you. Yes, you should get my book. You get it.
When I traveled to the UK, right, I took only 2 books with me.
Wow.
Books on sales. The first was Sell
It's
Like
true.
Sell
Get
Like
that book. Get Irresistible.
And
Irresistible is on sale now. It's like $5 now, so you can get Irresistible with 3 other books. So go to the link on my bio and get
it. I just dropped the link to your bio on the chat box
on Instagram.
All right, so I'll do that now. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Wow, Daddy, we're having several questions on the chat box. I'm going to just read them out.
Sure, right.
So Fekus Michael is asking, how do you start up a business if you have 70% capital but no time and a trustworthy person to run it?
Oh, that's a serious one. I think you should not start a business yet. If the business requires time and somebody, you should start to search for that person. Number 1, write the character of the person you want. You write it down. I taught you about words now. You begin to speak it forth in your place of prayer. Say, Father, I attract people with this character. Start declaring. When you see that person, you will know. You will know. And then start small. Don't invest all the 70%. Start small. Then, while you're waiting for that person, over study on that subject. Be reading about it. Read about the market. And ask them, I know that I'm busy. What can I start now? What can I start now to begin to build momentum? No matter how small it is. My advice to you.
Wow, thank you so much, Dad. Thank you so much. And the next question is, how can I work towards being more productive?
Oh, very easy. Start with your to-do list. I don't play with my to-do list. I'm telling you, when I finished, I had 2 trainings today back to back. Immediately I finished, I started coming back home. Some other people, they will stop and hang out somewhere. They will buy a drink. They will relax. No. I didn't stop in supermarkets. Your time is limited. By 7, you have to go back to sleep, or 8 or 9. You must put in the work in the day. Yes, reduce all these social media, all these unnecessary things. Have a to-do list. The Bible says the hand of the diligent will surely rule. Surely. That means it must happen. Please be effective with your time. Because when somebody wastes your time, nobody can give you that time back. If they waste your money, you can make it back. If you're slow.
Yes. Yes,
If you're
sir.
not slow.
Yes, sir. Okay, someone is asking. I didn't get name of the book. We've already answered that. Can we get a recap? Yeah, we're gonna get a recap. Okay. How can we get access to you? Okay, your paid product? Go to instagram.org
Go to
slash
Instagram. Just click on the link on my
the
bio.
link on
It's
the
there.
bio. Yeah, the link on the
Yes.
bio.
You can start with the webinar that's coming on. My latest webinar is 5,500. It's an entry product. Do it. It's gonna be a
Daddy, please
banger,
give
yeah.
us the link to this new webinar because I'm registering right
let
now.
let me drop the link of the webinar here so that your guys can register. But go ahead, read one or two more questions for me. Let me hear.
Okay. Wells Richard is raising his hand, so I'm just gonna ask him to unmute so he can ask his question.
Richard, go ahead. Richard, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay. Chinasa is asking. Richard is still coming. Chinasa is asking. My prospect list is on my broadcast list and social media seems to have become too familiar with my posts. Some see it as disturbance. How do I regain their attention?
That's a good one. She said, prospect list. Say it again.
Yeah, her prospect lists on social media seems to have become too familiar with her posts. Some actually sees it as disturbance. How does she regain their attention?
Get more followers now. Get more followers. Get creative by getting more followers. That's one. Get more followers. If you feel that, and maybe that's a perception also as well. Then or switch up your content. Maybe you do more videos instead of just post. You know, I put the link for the webinar. If you want it, you can click on it. It's there, everybody.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
I think I can take two more questions before I go.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Wells Richard is okay. He dropped his question on the chat box. He said, as a fashion designer, what and how do I go about gaining attention and more influence?
Okay. If you're a fashion designer, let me even tell you a niche of fashion designing that I think you should consider looking at. Nobody's doing it yet or much in Nigeria. Why don't you teach people the business of fashion? Everybody's making clothes. Why don't you specialize in the business of fashion? There's a guy in America, he's so big now, right now, it's crazy. He has a big YouTube channel. He focuses on the business of fashion. There's a lot of small fashion houses in Nigeria, plenty tailors, but they don't understand the business of it, how to market their product, how to position themselves on social media. Well, why don't you position yourself as the coach or the teacher about the business of fashion? That is one way through which you can position yourself while you're making clothes. You will make a lot of money from that thing. If you want expansion of that, message me, because the business of fashion is a big industry. Nobody is focusing on that. The podcast on it, videos on it, interviewing people from different perspectives around fashion. You'll be shocked what you do for your business.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Balogun said he just bought the $5 webinar right now.
Awesome.
Oh, beautiful. Akib is saying, I'm always busy for more than 10 hours a day. All I know is that I am lazy when it comes to reading. What book can I start with?
Okay, very good. You can start with a book that's not long. Start with my book, 15 Simple to Sell Anything to Anyone. Or do audiobooks. Start with a book that's not long. And you don't have to finish a book. You don't have to. Or some of you are under the weight of I must finish a book. I hope you have been delivered now. You do not have to finish a book. You can read multiple books at the same time, but learn how to take notes. I'm actually going to do a teaching on how to take notes from what you read. Many people don't know how to take notes. And so if you cannot take notes, you can't recall information. If you can't recall information, you can't use the information. So there's a way to take notes. Yeah. All the I've read this here. The notes are in my Notion app. In notes, I have different sections in it. I have podcasts, notes from podcasts, notes from articles, notes from Twitter posts, notes from books, notes like that. I'll put the topic, follow up, notes on follow up, notes on sales. That's how you learn. That's how you know. That's how you don't run out of information. There's a way to take notes. Jesus Christ.
Oh my Jesus.
That's why somebody say, before how come you don't run out of what to say? 365 days in a year, I have something different to say. It's the way. There's a way. There's a way. Take notes. Take notes. Please, I beg you. Take notes. What notes? The money that notes have given to me, God knows. Take notes. Take notes. Please. Take notes. Some people don't know how to take notes. And you're a knowledge worker. If you're a knowledge worker, your number one resource is knowledge. Do you know how to store knowledge? Do you have a knowledge management system? Some of you read some books this year, but you don't even know what you read in the book. You don't know the key points. You don't know how you have applied them. Chijams, I read a book once, recently.
Yes, sir.
The man said when you are doing an ad, and I know you already know that before, I didn't know it that way like that. He said when you are doing an ad on your payment page, add an extra product to it. You know, like when you say, if you buy this, if you like this, you will like this.
Yes.
I just read that in a marketing book. I applied that, and I know what it did to my sales. That my $5 product, it has produced close to $3,000 in sales.
Yes, sir.
It's this principle. As I read it in a book, I took note of it and I applied it. There's a direct relationship with notes. Notes. I'm telling you. Oh, this class is sweeting me.
Wow. That is the last question we're going to take is from Rachel. She said, as a daycare owner, what are the ways to get customer considering there are a lot of daycare centers? What should be my niche?
Okay, where's your location? Where's your location? No. Where's your location? Good. So as a daycare center, let's say your location is in Lekki. Of course, you don't expect someone in Yaba to come and give you their child.
Our location is
So
in
what
Jos.
Okay, that person is in Jos. So what you want to do is that the people in your vicinity, make up your mind and say people around whatever square meters from my shop or from my office, these are the people that I want. That's one. The second thing you want to now do is, I know that people don't do flyers in Lagos anymore, but for certain type of business, you may do something like this. Let me give you one thing. Let's say, for example, you do a little report. The title of the report is called 5 Ways to Make Your Toddler Smarter. Yo, listen, 5 ways to make your toddler smarter or speak on time, something like that. You do that report, number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4 is you add your business with that. This is where we come in. We have a special methodology that helps toddlers to read faster. You print that report out, and all the banks in that area, all the offices in that area, you send that report to all of them with your phone number. For inquiries, kindly call us. That is one way through which you have positioned yourself as a thought leader in that area. That would trigger conversation. That is one. Number 2 way for you to get customers as a daycare, if you belong to a church or any social organization in that your area, volunteer to give a talk on parenting. Oh my God. Volunteer to give a talk on parenting. So when you volunteer to give a talk and you give a great talk on parenting, all right, after the talk you can now say, well, I run a school, and for further information you can meet me at the back of the hall. You are positioning yourself that way. If you belong to any WhatsApp group right now, go and meet the administrator of the WhatsApp group and tell them that I'd like to give a talk on parenting tips for 2022. Oh my God. You teach so well, because somebody came to my WhatsApp group that Chijams belongs to. I told him, that was last year, I told the guy to teach people in my group on how to buy their first property. The guy, no, 2019, that was 2019, good.
Yes,
The
sir.
guy taught members of my WhatsApp group, and somebody bought land from him for 17 million naira. He called me. I remember I was on holiday abroad, and he called me and said, somebody paid because I taught in your WhatsApp group. Do not play with communities. Many of you play with communities. And when I say community, don't go and be telling people to buy from me in community. Go and add value. If your community is having a discussion, may you contribute intelligently that people will be messaging you on the back end like Nicodemus and Jesus and say, what you said was so insightful. Can you tell me more? That's when you sell.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is fire. Please, if you are out, oh my God, drop fire emojis on the chat box. On the chat box, guys. This is so amazing. So insightful. Thank you. Oh my God.
This woman that asked this question. I'm not trying to sell anything to you.
Yeah.
I think you should attend the webinar on how to use content to make sales.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's 5,500. You should click that link right now if you are really serious and attend that webinar. I have another class to do on Zoom. I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless you. I love you, Chijams. You know I love you now, so no while. Have a good one, guys. So see you guys.
Okay, in rounding up, we are going to actually create a community tonight. We are creating a community of business owners. It's going to be called the 100. We are creating a community of 100 business owners this night. If you are ready to join us, it's free. You're not paying anything. You're not paying anything at all. Send me a message on WhatsApp with the business you want to start and how you plan to grow it. Let's go. We are going to build a community of business owners this night. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me pet my daddy. Help me pet my father. Hey! See, it's good to have father that has sense. Oh my God! Oh my God! Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Thank you so much, man. Talk to you guys soon. So, guys, follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM. Let's take the conversation further. God bless you.
I'm dropping your link on the chat box right now.
All right, man. Thanks, man.
Instagram.com/Portfolio. Rush right now and go and follow him immediately. Immediately, guys. Immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of tonight's section. This sections has been amazing and amazing and amazing. I hope you are ready for tomorrow because, oh my God, I'm not going to say anything. When you come tomorrow, you would see what we are going to be doing tomorrow. So guys, to join the 100, send me the name of business you want to start, what kind of business it is, and your plan to grow your business. We'll take it from there. Thank you all so much for being part of this tonight's section. We have over 80 people here. Wow, that's amazing. Tomorrow is going to be better. Thank you so much, guys, and do have a wonderful night rest. Bye.